Before we proceed, do click on the subscribe button and the bell icon to stay up to date with all our latest videos.
The greatest books are defined as classics for a reason. Written by the greatest literary minds of their time, they have universal themes, characters, experiences, emotions, and perspectives that are still relevant today. In this video, I am going to show some of them. The first one is 1984, a fictional novel written by George Orwell. A book of a lifetime, absorbing, deeply affecting political thriller. Though it is published in June 1949, it is named as 1984 as the story is set in the year 1984. In this book, author describes how the party in Oceania state controls the population, through government with 4 ministries, namely 1. The Ministry of Peace deals with war and defense. 2. The Ministry of Plenty deals with economic affairs. 3. The Ministry of Love deals with law and order. 4. The Ministry of Truth deals with news, entertainment, education, and art. Author described how powerful governments control the most of the world population, through different means, subjecting people to brainwash, creating hatredness and perpetual war among them, continuous surveillance of people to monitor their activities, propaganda, and suppressing individualism and independent thinking. Though this book contains violence and sex, but nothing is thrown in for mere fun. Everything is in context and plot relevant. It is the book which introduced the concepts of totalitarianism, communism, dystopianism, the concept of society itself. Some of the best quotes in the book. War is peace, ignorance is strength, freedom is slavery. The context of this quote in the book describes how governments think war between people is peace, ignorance of the people is their strength, giving a kind freedom to the people which keeps them in slavery all the time. Reality exists in the human mind, and nowhere else. Until they become conscious they will never rebel, and until after they have rebelled they cannot become conscious. The quote about the party politics is best of all, which sums up the entire book, that is, the party seeks power entirely for its own sake. They are not interested in the good of others, they are interested solely in power, pure power. And the second one is To Kill a Mockingbird, written by Harper Lee. Published in 1960. It is a stunning, beautiful novel with wonderful virtues and messages. What is it about? This book falls under Bildungsroman genre, which means, it is a literary genre that focuses on the psychological and moral growth of the protagonist, from youth to adulthood, in which character change is extremely important. The plot and characters are loosely based on author's observations of her family, her neighbors, and an event that occurred near her hometown of Monroeville, Alabama, in 1936, when she was 10 years old. This story is told as a flashback, in the point of view of a young girl growing up in a small southern rural town during the 1930s. This book takes the readers to the roots of human behavior, to innocence and experience, kindness and cruelty, love and hatred, humor and pathos. The novel is renowned for its warmth and humor, despite dealing with the serious issues of rape and racial inequality. Why we need to read this book? As it was said before, it teaches us the wonderful lessons about tolerance, justice, racism, prejudice, and courage, among others that all should hear. That's why this book is recommended for all age groups. Some of the facts about this book. It has won the 1961 Pulitzer Prize and has become a classic of modern American literature. The book has sold more than 40 million copies and translated into 40 languages. A movie also was made based on this novel in 1962. Some of the school boards in US and Canada added this book in their curriculum to teach the students about racialism and injustice. The third one is Fahrenheit 451 is a dystopian novel by American writer Ray Bradbury, published in 1953. It is a genre of fictional writing used to explore social and political structures in a dark, nightmare world. The book's tagline explains the title, Fahrenheit 451, the temperature at which book paper catches fire and burns. The lead character in this book is named as Montag, who is employed with the role of censoring works and destroying knowledge, burn the possessions of those who read outlawed books. The situations happened in his life, in later years, made him realize that he was burning the world's greatest literary and cultural works, to suppress the greatest ideas, eventually quitting his job and joins a group of intellectuals group called as the Book People, who are part of a nationwide network of book lovers who have memorized many great works of literature and philosophy. The novel has been the subject of interpretations focusing on the historical role of book burning in suppressing dissenting ideas. The author, Bradbury, has written this book because of his concerns at the time, during the McCarthy era, about the threat of book burning in the United States. In later years, he described the book as a commentary on how mass media reduces interest in reading literature. Some of the best quotes in the book. If you hide your ignorance, no one will hit you and you'll never learn. Stuff your eyes with wonder. Live as if you'd drop dead in 10 seconds. See the world. It's more fantastic than any dream made or paid for in factories. With this, I would like to end this video. I would bring other 3 books in part 2 of this series. If you like the video, please share and subscribe.